So what's the Grape Explorer talking about today? So we are in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're having a blast. It's really cool here. And we've bounced around to some different places, but we found what we consider to be the happening place. It's called Vinology. Vinology. And we have Tom Kamrad here, and Tom's the general manager of this business.
Yes, sir.
This is a very interesting place because this is really the only wine bar that we've actually found here, but we really thought it was kind of cool, so we stopped in tonight just as a place where we wanted to visit, and we think that this is the happening place. So we want to pass the baton here to Tom. Explain a little bit about Vinology.
Yeah.
So if anybody's visiting here and they want to kind of come to Ann Arbor, this is a place that you have to visit. So explain how long has this been?
Absolutely. So we've been here 16 years now, and change, coming up on 17. And yeah, like you were saying, outside of Detroit proper and maybe a little in the metro area, we are probably the best, if not only, wine bar outside, 40 miles away. So we're kind of the oasis for wine lovers in the area if you're looking to dine.
And Tom, so what we do is we try to educate, and not isolate. I always say that to people. It's
Same
like because
here.
Yeah, so that's kind of our motto. I'm glad that's your motto. We try to get people to try different wines that they've never had a chance to try. Anybody can pour different brand names, and we can all name them, which we won't.
Yeah.
But I noticed that your list does really not have a lot of brands, that are out there in the world, but they're more like under the radar.
Brands are boring.
Yes.
If you know your wine, you know all the good brands already.
Right.
We want to leave a few surprises.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's the whole philosophy.
And you do a very global kind of thing too, so
Yeah.
that's interesting. So speaking of which, we also wanted to highlight a wine here that I'm very familiar with. This is Oak Farm. This is from Lodi. This is their Chardonnay, and I represented this wine in New York, so I wanted everybody to kind of like, know that it was kind of a discovery to come here to Michigan and see Oak Farm, and we know the owners really well here. So this property is quite cool because, Lodi is not one of the areas in California that a lot of people really don't know. They know Napa Valley, they know Sonoma, they know Monterey, they know all these other areas, but Santa Barbara. Nobody really knows Lodi. You can see this is beautiful Chardonnay. This is a great family. We know the family really, really well. We wanted to give a shout out to them, and also a shout out to Lieber, who we represented in New York. That sells a lot of Oak Farm, by the way. And we had people that actually, I sold this wine to people, and they said that people who were traditional Kendall Jackson drinkers would drink this and like it much better. So, and of course you would know that, because why would you want to have, we don't want to say Kendall Jackson, but it's like anybody can have that wine.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, so this is kind of a cool wine to represent here, and we want to give a cheers here to Vinology, because we think that this is a really happening place.
Thanks, man.
And it's really cool and we love Ann Arbor because this is just beautiful.
Yeah.
This is like, what do they call
High
it?
energy
The foodie?
town?
Did they
Yeah.
call this the foodie capital of Michigan? What do you
Probably.
think?
I would
Yeah?
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Student life here.
Student
gives
life.
A lot of people.
Right.
Who have very large rotations on where they're going.
Yeah.
So, the selection is outstanding out here.
Yeah.
But there's no one like us.
Yeah. So, cheers. We wanted to say this is a beautiful place to come. Vinology, again, this is a Grape Explorer. We're always looking for great and wonderful places to bring to the table today. Cheers there, Tom.
Cheers.